What a night this is turning out to be. 2 golds for the host nation, a world record and a moment of history for Femke Bol in the women's 400. And now to one of the outstanding favourites of this 19th edition of the World Indoor Athletics Championships. Grant Holloway is the world record holder and the defending champion. But it takes 8 to make a final, and it's a great 8 at that. We wait for their official introductions. And if you're thinking of going out, please don't, because don't forget, we've got the women's 60-metre final coming after this. All eyes on this one, on Grant Holloway. It's an unprecedented, unbeaten run over 60 metres over the hurdles indoors. He's so fast, he almost comes at the barriers too quickly. You think he can't get his lead leg up, but he always does. Here we go then. A nice smile from Lorenzo Simonelli. Good run from him in the semis. He recovered from a slightly sluggish start, but it's all out now for the European under-23 silver medalist last year. He's certainly got the talent to get in the shake-up for a medal. Obasuyi is on the other side in lane 8, European under-23 silver. In 2, Enrique Lopez. He's made a European final, but this is a different level. A global showdown of huge quality. Just Kwaou-Mathey, European bronze medalist indoors and out. He looked great in the heats and came through a tight semi-final. He looks relaxed, but he'll need to be fully focused on the job in hand. Trey Cunningham, world silver in Eugene 2 years ago in the United States. Could he join Holloway on a global podium once more? Could he beat him to the gold? Jakub Szymanski, world junior bronze medalist back in 2021. He ran brilliantly in the semi-finals and thoroughly deserves this tilt at the gold. Milan Trakovic, European indoor champion right here in Glasgow 5 years ago. The omens are good for the veteran Cypriot. Could he spring a surprise? The world record holder, the world champion indoors, the world champion outdoors, the Olympic silver medalist. He is without question becoming one of our sport's greats. He will believe it is simply a question of how fast. His championship record in Belgrade, 7:29. His world record in Albuquerque, 7:27. He is the only man in history to have run inside 7.3, and he's done it 3 times in his career. Could he make it 4? Could he ignite this crowd in Glasgow? Dare they dream of a second world record in one evening? Well, he's in that kind of form. Let's see. Simonelli, Italy in 1, Lopez, Spain in 2, Cunningham, USA 3, Trakovic, Cyprus in 4, Holloway, USA 5, Szymanski, Poland in 6, Kwaou-Mathey, France 7, Obasuyi, Belgium in 8.
Set.
Holloway late to rise. He will believe this is going to be a glittering gold. He's already into his running. Watch the clock. This is quick. 7.31. It's not to be another world record, but try as they might, they just can't get near him. Unbeatable. An unprecedented run of victories. Coleman took the 60-metre title. It's been rounded down to 7:29. He's tied his championship record from 2 years ago, and for the 4th time in history, we've just watched a man run inside 7.3 for the 60-metre hurdles. The winning run over this discipline goes on and on and on. Holloway celebrates, and so does Simonelli. Much better in the final than we saw in the semis. Not only the world indoor silver, but a national record as well. And Kwaou-Mathey replicates what he did in the heats. He completes the podium. 3 men inside 7.5. So it's USA, Italy and France on the podium. Simonelli can hardly believe it. And we should take a moment to marvel at the majesty that Holloway brings to this event. Every time you watch him, there's never a doubt in your mind, there's never a doubt in his mind that he's going to win. It's another joint championship record, it's another gold, and I honestly think he's on his way to becoming one of the greats. There's only one thing missing from his collection. He has to upgrade Olympic silver to Olympic gold in Paris.
Grant Holloway has only got one setting. If he comes out, he runs hard. He's only got one way of running this hurdles, and this season it's been in the 7:30s every time, and it's wonderful to have seen that world record at the USA's in the heats and a 7:29 with three races in one day. And Lorenzo Simonelli looked absolutely delighted with his silver medal, and wonderful to see the Frenchman on the podium as well as we look towards those Olympic Games. This event is just so jam-packed full of talent, and I cannot wait for them to get to do almost twice the distance of those 110-metre hurdles in the summer.
Daphne, how impressed were you with that performance? We shouldn't take it for granted, should we?
No, Holloway, he was fantastic. He did what he needed to do, but I was very surprised, like Simonelli, he did it. Like, I don't know why, but in the heats, in the semifinals, he stayed in my head. Every time I was thinking about that guy, he's so young and still, but you see, he's in the final, do a new personal best and a silver medal. That's very cool to see, and yeah, of course, it's difficult to beat Holloway, of course.
Well, the only thing we were doing towards the end was watching the clock. Holloway in the middle of your picture there. Simonelli is on the far side, running really well, getting himself ahead of Cunningham, who was on the podium, remember, for the United States in Eugene. And what a dip on the line from Kwaou-Mathey, the Frenchman second from the left-hand side. Perfect over all the barriers. Lunging for the line, perhaps he thought it might be getting close to his world record. It was only 200ths off. But he just makes an incredibly technical event look ridiculously easy when it isn't.
And you know what, Rob? I think all three medalists there had a clean race. They didn't clip any of their hurdles, and it's very, very important. You can get away with clipping one, and these men will do that an awful lot, but it slows you down, you lose momentum, and how often do we see Holloway with a clean race? And he's so close to those barriers as well. His body awareness, his awareness of the equipment that he's having to leap over as he executes his races is perfect. So you want that margin of clearance to be as small as possible, but you run the risk of clipping the hurdle, and he's done it perfectly.